Presence detected. Geometric 0047. 10 of 10. Engaging now. Technological and biological distinctiveness to our own.
break in the incoming warp signatures. We'll have a short amount of time before more Borg arrive. Long-range sensors show larger vessels incoming. evacuation ship is launching! Give them cover! There's a break in the enemy formation! Get into position to prepare for the next assault! Here come the Borg assimilator! Keep fighting! Raining an incoming tube! We need to stop it! Hold the line! Ah! That ought to hold them off! For now, I think we showed them that...
Welcome to Deep Space Nine. Tassine Fay, the leader of the Etherean starship Harmony, will be making a presentation soon, alongside one of our finest captains. While you're waiting, I encourage you to meet with the...
The summit will begin soon. While I remain optimistic, it is not a feeling shared by many of my superiors in the Assembly. Tholians are often slow to place trust in outsiders, while the Etherians did provide timely aid against the Borg Kingdom. Their extra-dimensional origins raised a number of questions within our leadership ranks. We know very little about them. While others may place their trust in them, it will not be easily won with my people.
We've held off the Borg Kingdom before, and we're ready to do it again. Our new allies were eager to join the fight, and I certainly can't argue with the results. The Etherians have been in non-stop talks with the Alliance command staff since they arrived. I have a feeling that whatever they've cooked up is going to be big. Maybe on a scale we haven't seen since the Iconian War.
Good to see you, my friend. It seems we're about to set off on another bold undertaking soon. The arrival of the Etherians was rather fortunate for those in the Alliance. Adding a new ally against the Borg Kingdom may well tip the odds into our favor. I suppose we'll learn of the action plan soon enough. I do...
Just heard from Ops. The briefing is about to start.
Thank you all for coming. The attacks from the Borg Kingdom are a threat to us all. We've been working on a strategy with the Etherians. Several tactical initiatives are underway as we speak, but there is a new critical issue to deal with.
A reality vortex has appeared in what you call fluidic space. That region has a unique, extra-dimensional nature. It connects to every point in the multiverse. If our enemy controls that vortex, they will be able to attack anywhere, at any time. Unfortunately, fluidic space disrupts Etherian neural processes.
So, the task of closing that vortex falls to us. I'll be leading a strike force to fluidic space to get the job done. Hopefully, we'll achieve our objectives before hostile forces arrive. We will do what we must to succeed. Thank you for your time.
May I speak with you for a moment? Sincere greetings. It is an honor to be working with an officer of such high caliber. We are grateful indeed. We have learned much throughout our conflict with the Borg Kingdom. We were happy to share our knowledge, and we have provided technology that will improve your effectiveness against them in battle. Quite so. I believe you will find them most effective against our common foe. I believe Captain Dax wanted to speak with you before you depart. Are there any... Most of our universe has known peace for many a galactic cycle. Our Concordium has been an integral reason for that. Occasional conflicts would occur from time to time, but most were resolved peacefully, until the arrival of the... We have known of them, and the nature of their universe, for many cycles. We did not establish conflict due to their hateful, violent tendencies. Unfortunately, they discovered our universe. Despite our efforts to prevent conflict, they followed their nature and launched a brutal invasion into our space. After many cycles of relentless conflict, we have managed to drive them back to their own universe. The cost has been terrible. Entire civilizations lost to warfare, to assimilation, and now they are here, in your universe, seeking once again to subjugate untold trillions. We will not let them. Do you have any more questions for me? If not...
Hello there. Nice to finally meet you. You've got quite the reputation. I'm glad you and your crew are joining us on the mission. We need the best and glad to hear it. Fluidic space can be challenging, and that's before you add the Undine to the equation. They're not terribly fond of anything from our part of space-time. We're hoping to avoid any... The defense upgrades we receive from the Etherians are impressive. The enhancements to targeting, weapon modulation, and power systems will really make a big difference. They've also provided extensive tactical data on Borg Kingdom vessels and defense systems. We'll be ready for action should we run into... Once we're back on our ships, my crew will use tech on the Aventine to open a quantum singularity. We'll use that to travel to fluidic space. The rest of the task force has assembled. Head to the following coordinates, and the Aventine will create the quantum singularity.
Task Force, this is docking control. Confirm your boards are green for departure.
Aventine to docking control. Boards are green.
Inouye reporting. Everything is green on our end.
Docking control, Rescava reports green for departure.
Acknowledge, Task Force. You are cleared for departure.
All ships, make way to the designated coordinates.
I look forward to learning more about fluidic space.
I hope you don't learn about its dangers, like the Undine.
We're all set over here. Ready to take a trip to fluidic space? Transit complete. All stations report they're ready for action. Hope your helm's up to the task of piloting in fluidic space. Local currents can get...
Unfortunately, local conditions are generating an unusual amount of sensor interference. We're not
Neither do I. If the Undine find us, we might not know they're coming until it's too late. And trust me, you do not want to be on the wrong end. Let's start with a coordinated long-range scan. See if we can gather more information working together. If that doesn't work, we can use deep space probes. By linking probes as we travel, we can create a sensor network.
Let's meet at the designated location ahead. Long-range scan complete. We're not detecting any sign. I think it's time we try Plan B. Let's send out a deep space probe.
We're ready to go over here. Aventine and Rescava report the same. Monitor the probe trajectories. No telling how local currents will affect them.
Good idea. A shift in current could divert them into an obstacle.
We should head to the designated location.
Fascinating. I do hope to return one day to conduct research.
Good luck with that. The Undine might have other ideas.
Look for any EM field spikes or drops. Could be caused by the vortex. Long-range scan complete. Even with the probes, we're not finding anything.
Probes on standby. Try these coordinates. We picked up something faint over. Let's head to the next coordinates.
wonder if fluidic space affects Undine sensors as much as ours.
Assume they'll see us before we see them.
I know those biosigns. It's a pod of Gekli.
I think we've got something. Attention, all hands. We're detecting weapon fire ahead.
Yes, and that's not all. We're also reading Borg Kingdom weapon signatures. Looks like they picked a fight with the Undine. Are you sure that's wise? We might wind up fighting both the Undine and the Borg.
Then again, the Undine may think twice about firing on us if we help them with Borg. I think it's worth the risk.
So much for the peaceful journey through fluidic space.
I'm surprised it took this long to run into the Undine.
Target Borg vessels only. Do not engage the Undine unless fired.
Monitor Undine target. If it switches to us,
An understanding precaution, Captain.
trust me. Think with the Undine now.
All hands. You are clear to engage them. That's the last of the Borg. Show's over.
Let's hope the Undine don't provide the encore.
Alliance vessels. I am Designate 6623, Commander of the Undine vessel Morano. You are not authorized to operate in our territory. Why are you here? We know of this anomaly. It is in a nearby sector, occupied by a Borg Luna complex. Obtain a Borg warships defends it. It seems we have a common problem, and a common enemy. I propose a tactical alliance between us. We will remove Borg occupation forces from the unexpected, yes. Incomprehensible. Your alliance is in fact composed of a number of former enemies. Surely a temporary expansion of said alliance is feasible. Very well. We will travel to the provided coordinates when you are ready. A warning. Combat will be imminent upon our arrival. Undine forces are under attack. We must provide immediate assistance. They are. You are as Undine in their minds until further notice. Now,
Watch out for the spheres. They may try to ram your ship and self-destruct.
The Undine weapons are.
Fascinating and terrible. Glad they're not shooting at us.
I believe I have a solution, but it's a risky one. The Aventine was designed to fight Borg. There are a number of anti-Borg systems on board, including a quantum field focus phaser. Properly recalibrated, we could use it to create a brief transporter window through their shields. Once we've opened the window, we'll beam away teams over to the Unicomplex. They'll find and disable the shielding around the Unicomplex, leaving it vulnerable to attack.
A warning. The Unicomplex has considerable defense systems and a fleet protecting it. We will need to eliminate all defenses and enemy vessels before you can safely lower your shields and use transporters.
Right. Moving into range now. Clear the local defense nodes and watch out for reinforcements.
We're on it. Work fast, Captain.
Moving to defend the Aventine. Good luck, Ezri.
Hard to believe the Undine can't put a dent in the Unicomplex.
If there's one thing the Borg excel at, it's adaptation.
Even to a weapon like the Undine Planet Killer. How terrifying.
before the transport window collapses. We made it. Now the real work begins. Two hazard teams, designations Alpha and Beta. Alpha's job is to take down the Unicomplex shield systems, while Beta will shut down the weapons and tactical arrays. If we're lucky, I'll provide each team with some Starfleet gear designed to mask our life signs. None of us will show up on Borg sensors. We should be able to reach our destinations before they can detect us and scramble security teams. Once we've finished, we'll evac to our respective ships and regroup with the Undine forces.
You know, this could be a golden opportunity to collect intel on these guys.
Keep it to surface level intrusion. Too much digging around could draw unwanted attention.
Initial battle with ISS Voyager was inconclusive. Borg casualties, 100%. Terran vessel eluded capture. Priority alert issued. Initiate sector-wide hunt for ISS Voyager.
So the Borg Kingdom ran into the mirror version of Voyager. Sounds like their Captain Janeway made them regret that. Can't say I feel sorry about it.
Ezri, are you certain we'll remain undetected?
The gear worked well in simulations.
Wait, this is experimental tech?
Ah, let's hope this plan survives contact with the enemy then.
So far, so good. The drones can't detect us. Dax to Beta Team. Report.
We're almost to weapon control, Captain.
Good work, Commander. Proceed. Update me if anything changes. Dax out.
I don't believe those drones are passive.
Beta team to Dax. We're under attack. The Borg found us.
So much for experimental tech.
Defend yourself, and be prepared to remodulate weapons.
Understood, Captain. Beta team, out.
Status report, please.
Weapon control is secure, but the Borg captured Tanaka.
Hang in there, Commander. We'll rescue him if we can. Fortify your position if possible. Weld the doors shut if you have to. Alpha will reinforce you once we've taken out the shields.
Copy that, Captain. Beta team, out.
That's the energy beam the Borg are firing into the vortex. Our initial scans of it weren't conclusive. It appears to be causing a tremendous level of fluctuation within the vortex core. Good question. I'm willing to bet it. Right. There should be a control console somewhere in the chamber ahead. If we can find it, we might be able to learn more about the beam and its purpose. Console might have data on that beam. Let's check it out.
We'll have to deal with those drones first.
What were you able to find? I was afraid of something like this. It looks like the Borg are trying to modulate the vortex, control it. From what I can tell, they're trying to expand it in size. Considerably. It gets worse. From what I know about Undine technology, if they fire one of those planet killer beams at the unit complex while this beam is active, it could cause an explosion that makes a matter-antimatter reaction look tame. We need to shut this thing down before the Undine get trigger-happy, or they could destroy most of fluidic space, and us with it. No, unfortunately. I think I've located the console that will shut it down when the
door to shield control is just ahead.
They're probably on lockdown by now.
Not wrong. Cover me. I'll override the controls.
That didn't take long. Multiple drones are closing in.
Well, at least they're consistent. Doors open. We're in business. Take out that drone, the dendritic one. Room's clear. Time to get to work. While your squad takes down the shields, the rest of us will try to deal with that beam control console nearby. Join us in the control room once you've finished here. We might be getting a lot of company soon. Of the Borg variety.
Captain Dax, this is Beta Team. Weapon control is secure.
Well done, Commander. Proceed with your mission. Shields will be down shortly. Dax out.
Drone, state your designation. Resistance will be terminated. State your designation. Acknowledged. Assimilation complete. Stand by for instructions. Update. Drone 1 of 5. Initiate function at designated alcove. Interface with console to complete interrupted subtask. Retrieve drone data from Regeneration Alcove. Drone 1 of 5. Provide task status. Update. Drone 1 of 5. Assist with drone assimilation at interface with medical monitor. Complete assimilation of drone. Drone 1 of 5. Provide task status. Update. Drone 1 of 5. Escort damaged drone to alcove for interlink with drone. Escort drone to Regeneration Alcove for integration. Transfer drone data to Regeneration Alcove. Drone Drone 1 of 5. Provide task status. Update. Drone 1 of 5. Repel boarders and weapon control.
Okay, that should do it. Try it now.
Stop them! Immediately!
Wait, did you hear something?
We've got company! Fall back to our position. Reinforcements are on their way.
Target threat nullified. Begin assimilation. Drone 1 of 5. Provide task status. Update. Drone 1 of 5. Interlink with designated console and restore weapon control. Target threat nullified. Begin assimilation. Objective update. Recover critical components from neutralized Borg drone. Drone 1 of 5. Provide task status. Update. Drone 1 of 5. Neutralize remaining intruders and restore... Target threat nullified. Begin assimilation.
Beta team to death. We're being overrun.
Shields are still up. We can't beam you out.
Oh no, that's the rest of Alpha Team. They've been assimilated.
Get out of there. Run. Run!
Target threat nullified. Begin assimilation. Complete restoration of weapon control. Interface with designated console. Drone 1 of 5. Provide task status. Update. Drone 1 of 5. Transport to shield control and...
Dax to Beta Team. Come in. There's no answer.
Remember the mission. We need to take those shields out. We can help Beta Team once we're done.
Let's make haste, then.
Right. Let's get it done.
Look out! Captain Dax, are you okay? Marque, look out!
Status report.
Can you hear me? Are you okay? Are you with us? Glad to hear it. Welcome back. Are you ready to go? Now the real work begins. Are you able to proceed with the mission? There's no shame in saying no. We need to recuperate. I injected you with nanotech designed to sever the link between the drone and the rest of the Borg. It's keyed to your individual biosignature, and only works for a short time after assimilation. Thankfully, we got to you and your team in time. Okay, there's still time to rescue Beta Team, but right now, we need to complete our primary mission here. We're locked out of the shield controls now. Do you have any insight from your experience? Judging by the look on your face, I'm guessing you weren't successful. Any idea where we could do that? That's good. Once we rescue Beta Team, we'll send them back here to await transmission of the control codes. That should let us take the shield station.
Ready weapons! Here they come!
The vinculum is a priority target.
Are we in time? Have they been assimilated?
They're inactive. We can help them.
Praise Luca.
We need to hurry, before more Borg arrive.
Beta Team is a little rattled, but they're ready to proceed with the mission. They're ready to transport back to shield control. They'll hold the position and wait for us to provide the access codes. Check the ceilings for vincula.
And watch out for bomber drones!
I have a very bad feeling about this.
This looks like a command center. Okay, let's see if we can take their shields down here.
Shut anything down, Captain. This is where resistance will be annihilated.
Be.
Not always pleasant to look at mirror, is it, Harry? Now, the smart move here would be to surrender for assimilation. But I know you, Harry, better than anyone. You're going to play the hero for the last time.
large pipes moving.
More vincula. Take them out first.
You're strong. Stronger than most, to be sure. But as the board where you come from say, resistance is futile. If you're going to shoot at the king, don't miss.
Looks like His Majesty is joining in on the fight. The king has a nanite shield. It'll reflect our fire. Target the king and fire.
Watch out for the nanite swarms. They look dangerous.
Nanite shield is back. Check your fire. The pipes are moving again. Be ready for more vincula.
make elite drones when we're done here.
No! I will die before I become a drone!
His nanite shield is down. Check the fire.
Found some powerful friends, Harry. Word to the wise. Watch your allies closely. Their smile might be hiding a knife.
I will not allow it!
It's going to be all right. You're safe with us. Harry. Captain Kim. We need to return to our ships. This is far from over.
Heard encounters with your mirror self can be rough, but I not only met him, I fought him and saw him die. Yeah, I'll be fine. I am a little worried about Camargue. I know she's been through a lot, but to kill someone in cold blood, right. We still have a job to do, no matter what.
Please tell me you have the command codes. Beta team reports the codes were effective. The Unicomplex shields are down.
We've got a problem out here.
Several, actually. We managed to shut down the central beam they were firing into the vortex while you were captured, but now they're firing 3 beams at it. It looks like they're trying to escalate whatever it was they were doing to easier said than done. While most of the Unicomplex is unshielded, the Borg have large capital ships shielding the emitters. We'll have to deal with those ships. The Undine Planet Killer is en route to this location, but it won't be able to fire until the emitters are out of commission. We need to take...
The Undine are still with us, moving into formation.
They're doing their part, Captain. Time to do ours. If we don't take these emitters out, we all lose. Vulnerable. Take it out.
Emitter Beta is down. Next stop, Point Gamma.
Just heard from the enemy. Planet Killer will be here soon.
Let's hope they keep their finger off the trigger until the emitters are down.
They're aggressive, Captain, not suicidal.
Right. Let's hope these Etherean upgrades keep us in the fight.
I'm reading a considerable increase in Borg defenses there. Hell, best lead Point Gamma. Engage.
That octahedron won't go down without a fight.
It's in our way, Captain. Take it down.
force field. Take it out!
That's it. Get to a safe distance. The planet killer is clear to fire.
To the Alliance and Undine vessels, I offer sincere greetings. You have succeeded against staggering odds. Correct. However, the Harmony is safely within the spatial anomaly once occupied by the Unicomplex. There is no fluidic material of any kind in here. It is, as you might say, a valid question. We are here to prevent another incursion by the Borg Kingdom. They do not give up easily. We believe that unchecked, the odds of them attempting to recreate a vortex are high. Simply put,
I trust you detected the vessel within the new anomaly. This is most irregular. Under normal circumstances, we would order them to depart the sector or face destruction. But as we both know, these are not normal circumstances. As long as that anomaly is in place, these Aetherians are protected from any attack. We will be watching them, however. A generous offer, but we must decline at this time. This will be an internal matter for us.
I can't say I'm surprised they turned down your offer. Still, what happened here today may very well be the first step toward better relations with... I think it's time for us to go home. Wouldn't want to wear out our welcome, after all. Are you ready to depart? We made it. I expect there are plenty of people eagerly awaiting our report on DS9. Then let's not keep them waiting. See you there. Before we turn in our reports, let's stop by medical and have those Borg implants removed. I happen to know one of the doctors there very well. I'll let them know you're coming. Are you ready to... There you are. Welcome back. The procedure was a complete success. No more Borg implants for you. Is the patient cleared for duty, Doctor?
Yes, of course.
Then if you're up for it, the command staff wants to debrief us.
Be safe out there. Doctor's orders.
say, Borg modifications weren't a good look for you. Thankfully, my chief medical officer was available to remove those. Just don't mention it. Between you and me, I'm concerned about Kumarke. I was a counselor on DS9. She's a fine officer. We'll need people like her out there if the Borg Kingdom comes back for a rematch. That's a worry for another day, though. For now...
I don't know about you, but it's good to be back. I don't plan on visiting fluidic space again anytime soon. I'm still processing the fact that we fought alongside the Undine. They aren't exactly known for being team players, at least as far as anything's possible. But I wouldn't expect an invitation to any holiday parties from them anytime soon. For now...
Your report on the events in fluidic space was quite thorough. The temporary alliance with the Undine was unexpected, as was the arrival of the Etherians. I will update the leaders of the Assembly. I suspect they will want to monitor the situation in fluidic space quite closely. Should another incursion occur, they will want to take action.
Well, my friend, once again we have prevented a great calamity. It's becoming something... I'm perfectly fine, thank you. The Lucari are quite resilient people. I will endure. Don't worry. Yes, you're right, of course. Thank you for the kind advice.
I reviewed your after-action report. Well done. Losing fluidic space to the Borg Kingdom would have been disastrous. Agreed. This could be a turning point for our relations with the Undine. More than a few members of the diplomatic corps are enthused about the possibility.
Joyous greetings, friend. Your mission was truly a successful venture. Along with the Undine, you have repelled the forces of the Borg Kingdom and disrupted their command structure. With luck, many cycles will pass before they will be able to pose a threat to us again. For that, the Etherian Concordium owes you our sincere pledge of gratitude. Your efforts prove, once again, that through harmony, we are secure. Through unity, we are strong.
I come to you today with ill tidings. We have detected another Borg incursion taking place in an alternate dimension. Before committing to a full operation there, we want to learn more. To that end, I have dispatched the Etherian starship Unity to the Jarrett system. The crew will attempt to modify the Iconium Gateway to serve as a trans-dimensional portal. If successful, a small fleet will travel to the other dimension and conduct a reconnaissance operation. Alliance Command and I agree. Your experience will be of great value on this mission. Please meet with